Okay, hi all. So I just played this interesting game on leechess.org, and I've been experimenting on this site for a little bit, and I've decided to get a little bit psychological with these guys, and I created a handle as GM I will mate you. And it's funny because I think that a lot of people see that and they actually get rattled by it. There's like a psychological aspect associated with the game, and when people see a screen name that says Grandmaster I will mate you as they're playing you, they actually are timid with their moves. I was able to get my rating up to about 2000, 2015 in the 5 minute pool, um, which isn't really that easy because you play a variety of players in the pool that are very underrated and also some strong players. Um, and right now I'm at 1917, and that's because I played this guy who played him twice today in the 5 pool. He was like a 1450, and he beat me twice, but I was literally up 2 knights in the first game that he beat me on time, and in the second game I was up a bishop and a couple of pawns, and again he beat me on time. And I think I lost like 60 points to that guy in a completely winning position, and so that's what's tough about the blitz pool games is that there's situations like that where some low rated player that plays that's actually a little bit better than his rating, who you whip, take all of his pieces but then lose on the clock twice in a row. Anyway, I digress. So the reason for this video is that I played a game against a guy named D Pilar, rated 1820, and it was the Cochrane Gambit. And the reason why I played it is because a lot of people don't know it, and if you don't know the theory and you end up in the Cochrane Gambit, um, there's a very good chance you're going to get smashed off the board. And that's kind of what happened here with this guy. One thing he didn't do was he didn't challenge my pawn center with a pawn to c5, and also when I messed up, he didn't really capitalize on my mistake, and then I was able to just crush him. But what's interesting is in the final moments of the game, this computer analysis says that somehow black is drawing this, and there's no explanation, so we've got to get into that. So, okay, let's go into it. E4, E5, knight F3, knight F6, knight takes E4, and D6. And this is an interesting position. Most people would expect to see knight F3 here, and then we get into those, those lines, which are fun to play. But for so long, I was wondering to myself, what if white just plays knight takes f7 here and gets 2 pawns for the piece? And then, out of nowhere, like 6 months ago, I saw a video, and it's actually a real thing. And the idea is to construct an ideal pawn center, castle fast, and get a quick pawn to e5 in. And basically, with black's reduced kingside pawn cover, and white's developed pieces, what white should be doing fine. So let's see here. So I smashed his kingside structure and sacked a knight, and his king has to take, and comes pawn to d4. First mistake that people usually make in this position is they'll take the pawn on e4, but that's a trap. If if black takes on e4, white's going to win very easily. I think the main thing is queen a5 check, followed up with queen d5 check, picking up the knight. But there's basically this pawn you can't take. He didn't take it. He played bishop e7, and so here what I want to do is just castle fast, play f4 and e5. So that's what I do. He's trying to get his king back, but you see it takes him a lot of time. So, all these moves he's making, he's not developing his queenside pieces. What he should be doing is striking in the center with c5, but he didn't do it. Probably doesn't know the theory. He's just trying to get his king safe. But this isn't going to work for him. All right, f4, king h8. Look at all these moves he's had to play. I've already got three tempos for the sacrifice. Knight c3, knight c6. So he should have played c5, I think. Alright, here comes e5, and this was a mistake. Computer in this position says that, let me move this thing out of the way. Computer says that I should play bishop e2. But I was so stubborn, and, this bishop is so strong on this diagonal, combined with queen h5 when the knight moves, that I didn't want to do it. And what I played was a bad move. I played e5, which is what I normally want to do, but problem here is that after he takes, I can't really take with the f-pawn because the d-pawn hangs, and if I take with the d-pawn, stop the video and put yourself in black's shoes, and what would you do? Okay, welcome back. And in this position, I hope you found bishop c5 check. And the idea is that after the king moves, then the knight gets out of the attack, blocks my queen, and threatens a fork. It gets complicated here, but basic idea is that black's better. He didn't see that, though. What he played right into my hands, and he played knight d5, and now just simple queen h5, and there's not really a whole lot he can do, because if he plays h6, stopping the checkmate, then I have queen g6, and mate is inevitable. Only thing he can do is delay it with bishop f5, but I'll just take on f5, like kind of what happened in the game. And if he blocks with g6, then comes bishop takes g6, crashing through, and all he can do is again sacrifice all of his pieces to stop the checkmate. And that's kind of what he did. Bishop f5 takes, rook takes, queen takes, knight takes, and the rest is just cleanup. So I'll show you the rest here. I'm just trying to get the queens off the board. He didn't let me do it. All I'm trying to do is trade and develop. Check. Okay, so we get a position here where apparently, okay, so I like this for white because I'm winning. And it says that black is minus 14.57 in this position after e6. So what I don't understand is when he moves the king, so I played a couple moves here. I wanted to see what happens, so I checked him, he moved back, and then I repeated the position with the check king over. And here it says, if we go back, right here, it says queen d4 check. And now you see how it says 16.85 to 0? It says this is a blunder. But it seems like to me that we're only repeating the moves. Oh, okay, I think I get it. So we're repeating the moves if he plays king g8. But maybe he can play bishop g7, but it seems like I've still got to be winning this. So Lil Chess's computer engine is saying that this is like equal. And I'm not seeing it because this this e-pawn looks so strong, and these passers over here, they don't seem to be going anywhere. I'm up the exchange. His king is weak. How is this equal? Can't be. Can't be equal. Let's see what Houdini, or I mean Ribka, has to say about this. Okay. Let's see. So I guess I have to create the board. Okay. Okay, so let's put his pawns. Oops. if this is an equal position, I'm going to just be shocked. I really don't see it. Okay, let's drop the queens on. I have a rook. He has a bishop. And it's here. And the kings. And in this position... Okay, wait. In this position, it is black's move. And he's in check. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Minus 14, king g8. So, I don't know why Lil Chess's engine is saying that my move, queen d4 check, is a blunder. Because it's not. Anyway. Alright, yeah, so he doesn't have anything. If bishop g2, just checkmate in 2 moves. Check. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, the queen is... Yeah, bishop f8. Yeah, he's not even coordinating with his queen. It's just checkmate. So he's got to move the king, and then we get what happened in the game. So in the game, played there, threatening nasty things, and after he coordinated with his queen and bishop, I just checked him, and then here he resigned. I don't know how he could have played on here. I'm attacking that bishop. If he moves it, then I just get a queen. So, yeah. Anyway, that was a good game. Let's just go over it again. If anybody's never seen the Cochrane Gambit, even though I made a mistake, the basic principles are there, where I constructed an ideal center, played e5, and then attacked him. Yeah. Don't get mated by the Cochrane Gambit. That's the reason why I played it. Alright. That was a good game. I hope you all enjoyed the Cochrane Gambit, and I'll see you all later. Bye.